The Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, has distanced herself from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle after the filming of the pair's new Netflix docuseries, which features the leader. Ardern's office issued a statement about her appearance in the show and insists that she was unaware the couple were involved. Netflix released a trailer for the 7-part documentary series called Live to Lead, which is about celebrating inspirational leaders and is presented by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The docuseries, available via the streaming service on December 31st, was made by a production company based in New Zealand called Blackwell & Ruth, and is in association with Meghan and Harry's production company Archwell. It's also in collaboration with the Nelson Mandela Foundation, and was inspired by the late South African leader. The statement, issued in response to media questions, said, in early March 2019, the Prime Minister was approached by the Mandela Foundation to participate in a project to develop accessible resources on key attributes of leadership targeted at young, aspiring leaders around the world, based off a 1-hour interview. Originally, we were advised the outputs would be printed in digital books, short films, and audiobooks. The interview was conducted on November 8, 2019. In March 2020, a short book entitled Jacinda Ardern, I Know This to Be True, was published based on the interview. Other participants who also had their contributions published based on their interviews included the late US Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the feminist activist Gloria Steinem, the climate campaigner Greta Thunberg, and the American basketball player Stephen Curry. In March 2021, the Nelson Mandela Foundation advised the Prime Minister's office they'd secured an agreement with Netflix to broadcast a series of interviews, including the 2019 interview with the Prime Minister. In May this year, the Prime Minister's office was notified that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would introduce the series, noting this was nearly 2.5 years after the interview had been recorded and permission for its use by the Mandela Foundation already provided. All communication throughout has been with the Foundation. Interviews in the series include Miss Ardern, the late US Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the feminist activist Gloria Steinem, climate campaigner Greta Thunberg, and US basketball star Stephen Curry. There's more. We've heard through a verified industry connection that at least one other participant was dismayed that the project is attached to Harry and Meghan. Said participants in Live to Lead believed the narrators and leads for the series would be someone actually involved in international activism, with the Clooney's names mentioned as well. On the strength of this pitch and project philosophy, they believed Netflix and did not follow up. The footage was indeed shot in 2019. The announcement of it being released as a Harry and Meghan production has totally blindsided them, and they're embarrassed and upset to be associated. They feel that the Sussexes' philosophy is at odds with the original project as pitched, and that Netflix lied to the participants. In the words of the participants, the Sussexes have no credibility and are self-seeking and self-serving. So far, still no information on how Harry and Meghan were attached to this. Was it in the works all along? Or were there some other things going on behind the scenes that had the rest of the production team scrambling? The participants definitely feel like they've been used.